Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have category 2 for FabFitFun spoiler research. This is for the summer 2025 FabFitFun lifestyle box. I'm not gonna go too much into it. If you're watching this video, you probably know what FabFitFun is, and if you don't know what FabFitFun is, well, you're gonna learn a lot in this video. I'm getting as many as I can done. This one is the most pages, I think. It has a lot of skincare, so that's probably why. Category 2. So let's rush. Let's do this as fast as we can. And again, I said this in my last video, but again, I'm going to be looking down at my notes. I normally don't. I usually try to give you more eye contact, but we're just trying to get it out fast, so there's a little bit more reading involved. First product in category 2 is from First Aid Beauty. It is their After Shower Nourishing Body Oil. This has a $36 retail value. FabFitFun states that this brand is vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, allergen-free, non-comedogenic, soy-free, nut-free, nano-free, parthenolide-free, silicone-free, no artificial fragrance, and safe for sensitive skin. That is something that First Aid Beauty says about themselves. So I don't treat this brand as cruelty-free, and I'm going to explain why, just because it's really important to me. I know it's important to other people that watch my channel, so I'm going to explain. In 2020, First Aid Beauty began selling in mainland China, where animal testing is required by law. They sold a select range of their products, but they did sell there, and they claim that they have certain measures that allow them to still be cruelty-free. One is that they only sell general cosmetics in China, like lotions, and that lotions are not subject to mandatory animal testing in China. The second is that their products that they sell there are also manufactured there, so that does help when you basically ship products into China. You have to do pre-market animal testing, so if you developed your product there, you don't have to have that requirement, so that does remove one of the animal testing requirements. In China, they also have a requirement, though, that if anything goes wrong with your product, like anything, that you have to do after post-market animal testing. It's required. And they say that they have policies in place that they can recall their products rather than subject them to post-market animal testing. And so they believe those steps align them with PETA's guidelines for maintaining their cruelty-free status while operating in China. There are other companies that also say, yes, I think that is correct. If you follow things like Cruelty-Free Kitty or like ethical, I don't remember the names, but there's some bloggers or different types of, I guess, like companies that this is really important to them as well, and getting information is really important. They do not consider this a cruelty-free brand. So it is a real gray area here. I do not consider a cruelty-free brand. FabFitFun is listing what First Aid Beauty says themselves, so I don't think there's anything wrong with what FabFitFun is doing. They're saying this company says they're cruelty-free, and First Aid Beauty is claiming to be cruelty-free, even though they sell in a place where animal testing is required by law, and they think that they have sidestepped all those requirements. So, if you trust the company, they might be cruelty-free. But I wanted to mention it because it's really important to me. So I personally don't buy this company, even though they now say, and when they first moved to China, they said they weren't cruelty-free, or they were okay with like removing that, but now they say they are cruelty-free and that they've taken the steps necessary. This is 6 ounces, 4.8 stars, 109 reviews. Positives say it's quick absorption, non-greasy feel. Some say it has a natural citrus scent or a refreshing scent, a not overpowering scent. Those are some words I found. Some also reported their skin is softer or more hydrated. Also that is perfect for winter. Negative scent. Not everyone likes it, so it's generally well received, though. I feel like there was more positives than negatives. And then some with dry skin said that it wasn't moisturizing enough, or they had to layer it with additional moisturizers. So key benefits: hydration, barrier support. It helps with your natural skin barrier. It says it's non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog your pores, and that it's suitable for acne-prone skin. This goes on your body, but you can get acne on your body as well. And that it's sensitive skin friendly and avoids common irritants. This is an after shower nourishing body oil, so I'm going to talk about the moisturizing ingredients. It has caprylic capric triglyceride. I wish I could talk today. Caprylic capric triglyceride, and that is if coconut oil and glycerin got together, made a little baby. This is the baby they would make. super moisturizing, really good for keeping your skin surface smooth and helps with moisture loss. Then we have sunflower seed oil that's really rich in linoleic acid, great for your skin. Natural oil provides really deep hydration as well, and it helps maintain skin barriers, so it helps keep moisture loss as well. Jojoba seed oil, that mimics your skin's natural oils. Also going to provide hydration, but because it's mimicking your skin's natural oils, it's not really going to clog your pores, so that's nice. Grapeseed oil, this is really rich in antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, another oil. Citrus, there's some citrus oils in here, that's probably giving it its scent, so, and it also has some vitamin C, but orange, lemon, and tangerine citrus oils. Then spearmint leaf oil, so this is going to probably have a little refreshing feel to it as well, and this also has antimicrobial properties, spearmint leaf. There's a few oils as well. The list is like pretty much just oils. So it has olive fruit as well, apricot kernel, grape seed oil. I maybe already said that one. That's all I have on that product. Next we have from NARS their Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick in Breathless, High Gear, Voyeur, or Wild Ride. So 4 different shades. I'll tell you what all those shades, what they're described as. This is for the US only. Not available for UK or Canada customers. 0.05 ounces, and you just apply to your bare lips. It's really lightweight and sheer color to it. So Breathless is number 200, and it is described as a pink nude shade with a subtle natural look. High Gear is number 218, a vibrant raspberry pink that adds a pop of color. And then Voyeur 201 is a warm peachy nude, perfect for everyday wear. Wild Ride is 227, described as a bold coral red that makes a statement. I have like all the ingredients here, but it's a lot, and this isn't really skincare. I can talk about some key ingredients. It does have shea butter in there, nourishing. Mango butter, also nourishing, helps with fine lines, wrinkles as well, so maybe that'll help right there. It has a Manoi hydrating complex, which is, Manoi is like a type of coconut oil gardenia blend. It's like a Tahiti oil. People use it on their hair too. Hair, skin, all the places. I think that's enough for ingredients. I am going to try to speed through this. So it is, NARS is not considered cruelty-free. It's not a cruelty-free brand. They state they don't test on animals, but they do sell in China where animal testing is required by law, so they don't consider themselves cruelty-free. This product is also not vegan because it contains beeswax and it contains carmine. Both of those are derived from animals. I do have reviews, 4.5 stars with 642 reviews. Positives are on texture. Creamy, smooth, balm-like, effortless. These are words I just wrote down that I pulled out that people were saying. Doesn't pull or tug on lips, so smooth application. Hydration, so a lot of people did mention hydration, softer lips or nourished lips. Color and shine, so they say vibrant shades, which is interesting because they say vibrant shades and like high shine a lot. But it's funny because the brand says sheer. So lightweight feel, feels weightless, so they don't feel like they're wearing anything at all. Negatives were color discrepancies. It's not on every shade, so it might not even be on any of these 4 shades, but they might say like the images online don't match the shade I received or the way it looks on my lips. That actually matters when you, especially when you have something sheer, your natural lip color changes the way it appears. Next for negatives, I've had that it doesn't last very long, shorter wear time, or frequent reapplications, eating and drinking, it's gone, things like that. Also, people said it's pricey because it's a small size. I feel like that's all. That's all for that product. Next is Glow Recipe, their Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm, $32 retail value, 3.4 ounces for that $32 value. This has, let's see, should I do ingredients first? Let's do ingredients first. So it has papaya enzymes called papan. This is going to exfoliate, so I think I talked about enzymes in the last video as well. Different enzymes, not papaya ones. And it's going to exfoliate your skin and also kind of like, it kind of like eats the dead skin off your face with enzymes. So you get smoother, brighter skin. This also has papaya seed oil and extract. That's going to be really rich in vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamin E, has a lot of fatty acids as well. This has blueberry extract, super full of antioxidants. What else? Camilla japonica seed oil. This is like a lightweight oil, moisturizes. Apricot kernel oil. This is really, has fatty acids as well. Vitamin E, soothes, nourishes skin. That's all I wrote. This one actually doesn't have too many, it has other fruit extracts too though. So if you have any strawberry, blueberry, papaya, apricot kernel. This is a cleansing balm, so if you do double cleansing, you cleanse with a balm first and then you cleanse with a cleanser after. So it's kind of like the oily version of a cleanser. It's breaking down makeup, it's breaking down kind of anything, impurities and things on your face, and then also provides the mild exfoliation, and then you're gonna clean it off your face. So this isn't just something you put on and then water and done. It's probably part of a two-step process. This says it is suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin types. It's also won some awards. I wrote that down, that it won the Hello Giggles Beauty Award in 2021, Women's Health Beauty Award in 2021 as Best Cleansing Balm, and then Pop Sugar's Woman Owned Beauty Award in 2021. All of these are in 2021 for Best Face Wash. Overall in reviews, 4.6 stars, but only had 46 reviewers. I did read all of them. For positives, effective makeup removal, that it works, dissolves your makeup, dissolves your sunscreen. Gentle on eyes, didn't irritate eyes, that was on there. Leaves your skin feeling soft, hydrated, and that smells good. Fruity aroma. Negatives, some said it was thicker, so it required effort to rinse off. I think it should be part of a double cleansing process, so you're probably rinsing it off with a cleanser after. Price point, shelf life, some of it did say that it smelled over time, so I think that means it goes bad. Fruit extracts do go bad, so that totally makes sense. Glow Recipe is a cruelty-free brand. We love that. They're actually Leaping Bunny certified. Better than cruelty-free means the entire supply chain is involved and it's internationally recognized. This is also a vegan product and their packaging is sustainable packaging. We have another Glow Recipe on here. This one is Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops for $32 retail value. For that $32, you can get 1 ounce. They also claim that they are a skincare and makeup hybrid product. So you can use it as a serum, which would be cleanser, serum, moisturizer, or as a primer, which would be cleanser, whatever you're going to put on, moisturizer, sunscreen, primer, makeup. So you can use it in 2 different orders. That it's suitable for all skin types and that it's beneficial for oily and combination skin. And for key ingredients, it does have salicylic acid, which is the BHA, but it's encapsulated. This is going to exfoliate and help clear your pores out. Salicylic acid is good for clearing pores. That's why you see it in acne medicine. And then strawberry enzymes, if you remember fruits, enzymes do, they are going to help with that smoothing process, kind of like do their thing. And then tapioca and rice in there, so that's gonna give you that blurring effect, which is why you can use it as a primer. This also has bisabolol, which I actually talked about in the first video, so I feel like we just get these like trending ingredients. But bisabolol, B-I-S-A-B-O-L-O-L, which is how you're gonna see it on the ingredient list, is derived from German chamomile, so it's a soothing, calming, helps with like irritation. It does say it's silicone free, which is really good for oily skin, and when you have a primer that's silicone free, that really helps if you have oily or acne prone skin, because most primers have silicone. It is vegan and cruelty free. 4.6 stars on this one of 412 reviews, so more reviews than that last one. So let's see, positive, I wrote pore appearance. They said a reduction in the appearance of their pores, not that their pores decreased over time, but that this blurred them. So it's more of like a cosmetics reduction. I wrote oil control, effective, probably, I don't actually remember the reviews to be honest, but there are some things in there, like the tapioca and rice, that I think offer some oil absorption. Leaves skin feeling smooth or smooth matte finish, words like that. And then some people liked that you can use it under makeup or as a treatment. Negative were the packaging issues. So there were some dispensing problems, there were some waste problems, and like this wasn't really a thought out packaging. Some did experience dryness from this product. It has salicylic acid. It has some things that dry out your skin, clear those pores. So that's why it's probably good for oily acne skin, but if you have dry skin, you may experience some dryness. And then some people said they didn't experience any, like they didn't notice a difference. So this again, it's Glow Recipe, so it's Leaping Bunny certified. It is vegan, and this also is in sustainable packaging. Next up we have a bento box, which I love, and it's from Swell, which is a brand that I love. $35 retail value. I didn't find too much on this. They say it is 6.6 right here, deep, and then 9.6 right here, wide, so deep, wide, and then 2.6 right here. I don't know if you can see it, maybe I'll use my hair. High. That is the size, and then it holds 60 ounces. Dishwasher safe, or you can hand wash it as well. Single wall, durable construction. It's made of 18.8 food grade stainless steel. What else do I have here? I didn't find too many things. Other features. It has a removable internal divider tray that helps with meal organization. You can put it in the refrigerator or freezer. That also works. Dishwasher safe is top rack recommended, by the way. It is not microwave safe, which makes sense. It's made out of stainless steel. Although I have found some microwaves recently that like now you can have, I don't know. Let me know if you know about that. I'm trying to do this fast, so we're not even close. 4.3 stars. This only had 29 reviews. I usually don't summarize too much unless it has 50 reviews, but a lot of people did think that it was a really beautiful appearance and durable. There were a few users in that 29. It's hard because when there's only 29, I do like 10 or more that I talk about it, but I feel still weird about it because there's not that many people giving us information, you know. But a few mentioned that the lid is challenging to remove because it's like a real snug fit. All right, what else do we have? Next is from African Botanics. It's their Stretch Mark Botanical Body Oil. They say this is a $100 value. If it works, and if that's your thing and you want it to work, $100 might be worth it, right? You get 100 milliliters, which is not a lot, 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces. It says it is designed to nourish, firm, and improve skin elasticity while reducing the appearance of stretch marks and scars. And then it's a fast-absorbing oil suitable for all skin types, especially for dry or mature skin. Key ingredients that I have are marula oil, which is really rich in antioxidants, also really rich in fatty acids, hydrates, improves your skin. Avocado oil, deeply moisturizing. Baobab oil, this is going to also help with elasticity. Rosehip seed oil, that's going to repair your skin. That is actually what, from what I researched, rosehip oil is the one that helps with reduction of the appearance of scars and stretch marks. Jojoba oil, this is a natural skin oil. We also have neroli and grapefruit essential oils, which are citrus. It says offers toning properties and it's refreshing natural scents. It's going to get some scent from that. Probably smells delicious. I love citrus scents. This has 4.6 stars. And for positives, it was that it worked. People saw skin firmness. They saw reduction in their stretch marks. They also liked the quick absorption and non-greasy feel that was on there. And then the scent, which is described as not overpowering a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, it smells very natural, or it's not very overpowering. Words like that. Negative was the price point, which I agree with. I don't know in what world I would spend $100 for an oil unless it is a miracle oil. And then some people said that the oil absorbs well, but that it takes time to absorb. They do state that they don't test on animals and that they ensure that their suppliers also don't test on animals. Next, we have another thing from In the Roadhouse. So in the Roadhouse, we had a serving dish, category 1. Now we have a set of dip bowls, which go together. You could just, you know, do a whole little picnic with these. So cute. These are 4 diameter by 2 high. And you get 4 bowls. Again, this is new bone china. I already talked about new bone china, but in case you didn't see my last video, it's meant to look like bone china without any animal bone powder. So it is a vegan alternative. They are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, also oven safe up to 350 degrees. I don't know why you would put dip bowls in your oven, but they're actually like a cute size that maybe you could make like little tiny, like single serve cobblers or something. That would be cute. It's the same pattern, same kind of like Mediterranean pattern, which they say Sicily stripes, so that makes sense. My camera died on me, so I had to switch batteries. So I might look misplaced based on where I just was. I think I was talking about the Sicily dip bowls. So next would be this Offline by Aerie Real Me. It is a sports bra. I love the brand Aerie. I love their like whole mission. They have models of all sizes. They don't airbrush anything. I just love that because we have enough of that. We have enough Victoria's Secret making us feel bad about ourselves. So I do like to support this brand. I'm going to put the sizing up on screen again because it's just easier to do that while I talk. There are sizes extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and XXL, and you can see the bra size that that goes to. up there. This is machine washable, 88% nylon, 12% elastane. The support they say it provides is light support, and that it's a buttery soft feel, a lightweight fabric. It has the bra in there that gives you the support. Also has pads in there, but they're removable if that's not your thing. It has a 4-way stretch and it's a breathable material. They say it's fast drying, which is what you really do need for sports bras and things like that because you sweat in those. It has a scoop neck, and yeah, available at Aerie and offline. 4.7 stars for this one with 892 reviews. The positives are that it's super comfortable and that they do describe that buttery soft feeling, the lightweight, comfortable all day feeling. They say it's for low impact, so lounging around casual top, or low impact like yoga, things like that, walking, not any, maybe like weight training even, because you're not running, but I think like running is hard, especially depending on your bra size. They do say it fits true to size, so that thing I had up on screen a minute ago, look for your size on there. And that, let's see, light activities again listed a lot. So the negatives are it's not supportive enough for high impact workouts, things like that. Some people didn't like the removable pads because they shift during wear. That's if you're wearing the pads, obviously. If you remove them, then they're not shifting. But if you're wearing them, they're not like securely in there. And then some people really like the long design, but others wish they were longer, and then others wish that it wasn't as long. So it's like, it's an in-between where it's not fully a shirt and it's not fully a sports bra. And so I think that's like an uncomfortable place, especially like, I know for me, I have some insecurities in that area. So some of the negative comments were about that, and I saw other people agree with those. Next, we have another kitchen item from Glass House Co. These are ribbed glasses. You get a set of 2, $79 value, 12 ounces each. These are dishwasher safe. We love that. And the materials are, it's made out of glass. Let's see, what else? 12 ounces, 3x3. 3 by 3, which is probably maybe the circle. When they say 3x3, they mean 3x3, but it's like a circle, right? It's a cylinder. And then 4.33, so this tall. 12 ounces. Almost as wide as it is tall, which is interesting. What else? It has a ribbed texture and a flower shape kind of silhouette. Dishwasher safe. They do say hand washing is recommended so that you can keep them as long as possible, and it helps with like maintaining the clarity of the glass, but they are dishwasher safe. That's it. And then last but not least, especially not least because you have to pay an extra $20 for it, is the Augustinus Bader, the eyebrow and lash enhancing serum for a $155 value. And this is vegan, formulated without PGA, 0.27 ounces for the $155 value. You are paying $20. So in this category, if you choose this item, it's considered a luxe choice, which is a new thing. I think that last time was the first time they did it. Maybe. I might be wrong. I'm not on my game lately. You pay $20. So in addition to your box, you pay $20. I think that's a lot. Even the additional items have never been that much. This says it is a dual action serum designed to nourish and enhance the appearance of eyebrows and eyelashes, promoting fuller, thicker, and healthier looking hair that has a lightweight texture. It's fast absorbing, and you can just brush stroke it on your eyebrows or brush stroke it along your lash line. It's going to help those lashes and brows grow. I will say about most lash serums and eyebrow serums, if you never had lashes and eyebrows, you are not going to see significant results. It's not going to all of a sudden just give you like big bushy eyebrows. That's not how these serums work. They kind of work in the way of you've lost lashes because of the mascara you put on, and you're damaging kind of your lashes, and it helps them grow back better. So if you have to have already had lash growth, these aren't like miracle products. They just help bring you back to your healthiest state, because we do stuff to our eyebrows and lashes all the time that damages them, and that's why they don't survive, especially makeup. Makeup's so bad for us. I love it, so no hate if you love it too, but it's really bad for us. It's drying, it damages, it breaks things, and you know, breaking those little hairs, and then you want them to grow back and have your most full version. So key ingredients: TFC8, which they call triggering factor complex 8. It's proprietary. It's their own thing. It is a blend of amino acids, which are building blocks to protein, and vitamins. And it says the amino acids high-grade vitamins, and synthesized molecules. I've said that like 4 times. I've just cropped out so you don't see because I keep messing it up. Guide key nutrients to your skin cells that support cellular renewal and optimize hair growth. So optimize your own hair growth. Exactly what I'm saying before. Because I think some people, like with lip plumpers and lashes, they think they're going to get like the fake lashes you get like with lash extensions. If they apply enough, you're not. You're just going to get your best natural lashes you can get. Your healthiest natural lashes you can get. You're going to get the most moisturized plumping of your lips. But if your lips are like micro thin, you may just get like slight plumping. Whereas like if you had larger lips and you've just done a lot of damage to them, they might plump more because you're healing them, if that makes sense. This also has biotin, vitamin B7, which supports keratin. That's going to enhance, again, promote natural growth. Red winter algae. So this is going to stimulate the cells that are responsible for hair growth. So it improves like the cells areas that maybe aren't growing hair. It improves by stimulating those. So now you do grow those hairs there. Again, these are cells that already existed there. You're not just like creating new places. It's just letting those cells do what they were meant to do before. Hyaluronic acid complex. So that's going to provide hydration. Creates a moisture barrier around the hair shaft to promote keratin. That's what it says for that. Castor oil. Castor oil also, it has really good fatty acids that are known to support the growth of thicker, longer lashes and brows as well. Hydrolyzed rice protein. Some people also use rice protein for hair growth. So this actually has a lot of mix, like castor. Some people just put just straight castor oil. So this has a mixture of like a lot of the remedies for hair growth. I wonder if it has rosemary extract as well. That would be another one in here. I think I would have written that one down if I saw it. Yeah, I don't see it on here, but I listed the ones that I thought were key ingredients, and now I'm just looking at the entire ingredient list. This brand says they don't test on animals. I couldn't find enough about their cruelty-free status other than that they say they do not test on animals. That does not make a brand cruelty-free to say that they don't test on animals. If they're suppliers, their raw materials, if they send to someone else to test on animals, they can say we don't test on animals. If they send to someone to just give them results, that for some reason allows them to say that. So that doesn't mean someone's cruelty-free. That doesn't mean I treat businesses like they're people and they have their own ethics, but that does not mean the brand is cruelty-free. So I just listed, they say they do not test on animals. That's all we know. Is the product vegan? Based on the ingredients that I saw, and then I also put it in like a vegan checker. I think yes, the vegan checker like said yes, I think the ingredients are vegan. This had 578 reviews, 4.0 stars. Positives where they noticed a difference. Some saw the results in like 2 weeks. And then that was gentle. Negatives, and 4.0 is good but not great. So the negatives were that they didn't see anything after weeks of use. Again, I think this has something to do with what are your expectations? What can your natural eyelashes look like? Do you know what they can look like? Are they already at their max? If they're already at their max, you're already being really healthy with your lashes, you're not going to see much hair growth from lash serums just because they're already healthy. But if you've done damage, like you wore eyelash extensions or you wear a lot of drying mascaras, like especially the waterproof type that you're scrubbing to get off, or not using a gentle remover, if you're using wipes, makeup wipes are really bad for your lashes, then yeah, you can encourage more hair growth to grow back in and your healthiest version of your lashes. So I think some of the things that we see when someone says didn't work at all and some say they do, it's just because those other didn't work at all people already have pretty healthy lashes. They want better lashes, and you get what you get. Genetics plays a part too. That's all I have. Category 2, we'll see how long this takes me to edit. Hopefully up soon-ish. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!